Last week we made a video where we looked at all these different accessories you could buy on Temu for super cheap, and we spent like $500 on all of them. And honestly, that video did so well we thought we'd do it again, but this time we're looking at Amazon. Now the difference between Amazon and a Temu is an Amazon has a bunch of real stuff. You could buy Nike, you can buy Adidas, Under Armour, Next Trend, Drymax, all these products you can buy on Amazon for yourself, so you don't have to go for the knockoffs. However, if you are on a budget, you can pick up a ton of stuff on Amazon for super cheap. So today I went out, I scoured for a bunch of different football accessories and some things I was interested in, and I spent almost $500 on Amazon. And because I'm Canadian, that means it's kind of a mixed bag because not all the stuff was on the Canada store. So I bought some stuff on the Canadian store and some stuff on the US store and had it all shipped to me here. And it's pretty expensive. Now you can see my wife has already cracked into a couple of these trying to figure out if they were for her or not. And she found out pretty quick they're for me. Let's start cracking into them. This one she's already opened. Let's see what's in this one here. Just like last video, the first thing we have is a football visor. Now I went with a different visor this time. On the box it says UV protection, easy installation, scratch resistant, blocks dirt, universal size. I went with a flat visor because they're a little bit cheaper of a style than like the shocks here with the bubbled look. So I want to see if they could do a flat, and honestly because anyone can do a flat. The flat visor is the easiest to knock off. We have a little microfiber that you're going to lose very quickly. We have some visor clips. They're like the Under Armour shape with the screw on the back. So they're like an Under Armour clip. We'll try those. Last piece. The visor itself. So I went with clear red. Now it's supposed to be a universal fit. These ones do not fit well on a Riddell Speedflex, but I figured I would try it on my Schutt F7 this time, see well it fit here. And looking at this thing, it has massive tabs on it. Like, I think this thing's gonna look pretty funky. Let's put it on. This is my Schutt F7 right now. This is probably one of my favorite helmets. This all white look I did on this is crazy. And I love my shock visor in here with the white clips. But for the video, we gotta switch it out. Throw in this one. So the first thing off the bat is I noticed when I was looking at these, the groove on this for the face mask material to sit in is very small. I don't know if it's going to fit all. And it's not really getting around my face mask here the same way the Under Armour clips are. Now it is also good to mention though, this visor is 30 Canadian, which is I think like probably 20 US. It is cheap. Is it going to be all the things it claims to do? It might have a little bit of anti-fog. It might be kind of universal, but it's not going to be the best in any of those like other brands out there like the Shocks of the world and the Oakleys. But it is on. So this is how it looks. Look how big those tabs are. Those tabs are crazy, but it does fit on there. The black clips work with everything. It's kind of like a mix. You can see on the inside it's like a red, but then there's like some blues to it. Pretty interesting look. Let's see what it's like to look through. Okay, that's not bad. I can still see everything. Honestly, not a bad start. For 30 Canadian dollars, it's a little ugly looking. The clips are going to be a little small, but it's cheap. And it's way better than the one from Temu, so I'm going to give it 2.5 stars. Let's see what else is in the box. What is this? This is their leg sleeve. So they're leg sleeves, so they're basically just like an arm sleeve. On the inside, they have a little silicone to kind of keep it upright. It's basically just like literally if you had an arm sleeve. Let's add this to the try-on section. How much were those? $18 for a 4-pack. That's pretty good. I don't know if they're going to do anything. They're more just for looks, to be honest, but we'll see. Last piece in this. So here we have a mouth guard that says, mouth guard, American football. No boiling required, maximum breathability, one size fits all, large breathing hole. And I went with this because lip guards are so popular nowadays. This mouth guard was 18 Canadian bucks, which is pretty expensive, honestly, for the kind of these no-name brand. I think FedEx is like 10. I got a little bit ripped off here, but let's see. So when I was looking at the photos, I thought it was a mouth guard that was always tethered, but it's actually one of these ones with these little plastic tethers. Let's give it a go. I do feel like the bite pad on this is pretty hard. It's not super nice on your teeth. The bite pad on like my FedEx here and some of my Shock Doctor ones is just softer and a little nicer on your teeth. So this is a little hard for me. I don't love this one so far. 18 bucks and it's a little not super comfortable. I'm going to give this one star. Where do we crack into next? Let's go with the big box here. There's gotta be some good stuff in here. Ooh, yeah. All right. So I bought 2 different pairs of cleats I want to try on, and I bought them for a really specific reason. They don't come in a box. They don't come with anything special. You're literally getting them shrink wrapped like they're dead stock here. And so the first pair of cleats I have here. Okay, so this is interesting. The reason I bought these cleats, when I was looking at them, I liked the booty, and I liked a little bit of the design on the side. And the traction plate looks kind of like Adidas old traction plate that they had on the Freaks. But the reason I bought them was because when you look at them from this angle, they'd show it to you like this, and it's made to look like there's a swoosh that wraps around. However, when you look at it from the toe box view, it's basically one continuous that wraps all the way around. So basically in their photos, they were making it look like a Nike Mercer. In their Amazon ad, since I bought these a couple weeks ago, they have removed this Nike swoosh type thing from it. So I'm curious if they got in trouble for that. Now, feeling these in my hand, these things don't feel great, but the booty material on these is actually really nice. I'm gonna be really curious to see how these feel on my foot. And I always like a booty on my cleats, so that attracted me there. Also the really bright colorway. Now, the reason I bought these cleats was because they made these cleats with a design to look like when Nike did the Nike Foamposite cleats for some of their NFL athletes. And I thought this was a really interesting design too. Now, the first pair of cleats there was 36 bucks Canadian. These ones were 30 American. And again, I like the booty, I like the Foamposite look, and I liked how it has this kind of crushed carbon fiber texture to it. And these ones actually feel pretty nice in the hand. Another thing that attracted me about this pair is they did a couple different things on here that they took from other people. So they made it look like it's a two-piece traction plate on here, which so basically it has that kind of bend to it. And honestly, it does kind of work. They also added a fake carbon fiber here to look like the old carbon fiber plate. So they took a bunch of different things and kind of ripped it off. But actually, when you look at this cleat, this one kind of folds in half. Doesn't really have any spring, but it's not super stiff. This one, let's try. Ooh, this one is a lot more stiff than that one. But again, it has a booty. The booty is a super nice knit material. The crushed carbon fiber here actually looks pretty good. I don't know if they're going to work well. We'll see when I put them on. But overall, these things actually look pretty sick. Throw those into the try-on pile. Today's video is sponsored by Shock Visors. Now, if you watch our videos, you know Shock has been a long-time supporter of this channel. In fact, they gave me my first ever visor insert way back in 2014. And just like us, it's safe to say that Shock Visors has come a long way in those 10 years. Their Zero G Plus is the best visor on the market and fits almost every single helmet with one visor. While other companies would make you get a different visor for your Shutt F7 versus your Riddell Speedflex, this Shock visor fits a Shutt F7, a Riddell Speedflex, this Zenith X2E, Visus O2, and the Riddell Speed. Now, aside from it fitting every helmet, it comes in 21 different colors. And they're super affordable, which means you can pick up a clear for games and then a random crazy color for practice. Now, if you want to learn more about Shock visors, you can visit the link in the description down below or watch any of our videos we've made. And in that link down below, we also have a 15% off coupon code that you can use anytime. All right, back to the video. Let's go into this box. I don't know what this is. Maybe socks, padded socks maybe. I got a 2-pack of padded socks. I don't know if they're scrunch socks. These things are huge. So they're not like a scrunch sock because they have this like different cuff at the top. Maybe they're more soccer socks because this part's supposed to go above your knee, I think. But they're actually like really nice feeling. We're gonna try these on. And those padded socks were 35 Canadian bucks for a 2-pack. What's next? Gloves. So these are the Wolfit Sports Arc Pro 1 ultra sticky receiver gloves, enhanced performance with professional silicone grip. So the reason I got these is last video I got those gloves that looked like the Nike Vapor Grip 6.0s. They took a lot of inspiration, but this time what Next Trend did with this Next Trend logo on the back of their gloves is being ripped off all over the place, and Wolf Kick is no exception to it. So I actually have the Next Trend G1s, I believe these are. So here's going to be the Next Trend G1s with their Next Trend logoing across the back. We have a pinky wrap. We have a little bit of an index finger wrap here. We have that. Super similar as far as the tag placement. We have some, not really a pinky wrap, but some other stuff. Let's try these things on and see how they fit. Really big tag on them too. These are a large, by the way, and they have a disgusting amount of room in them. Maybe you have to size down. Now, material-wise, trying to rip off the G1, the thumb feels really weird and restrictive. They took the material too high here. They didn't give your thumb enough room. The fingers feel super boxy, and even when you're looking at them, they're really boxy. The grip is really loose. The grip is a silicone grip that they could probably rip off and do something that works for a minute. But for 45 bucks, let's try on my G1s. Such a better feeling glove than those. Now, even the G1s, I think they've made a lot of versions since this one. For 45 bucks, that's basically the same price as you're paying for any other glove on the market. So it's not even like these are a good deal. Honestly, so far, this might be the worst pickup. These are 1 star. What else we got in my big box? Another pair of gloves. The reason I picked up these gloves, I have seen these all over the place in Canada, and I don't know why. And when I first saw them, I thought these are Under Armour gloves. When you look at them, you'll understand why. But they are not Under Armour. They are something called the Cybertron gloves. Not like Optimus Prime, not like the Decepticons, the Cybertron gloves. And I thought they were padded, but it's not padded. It's just the logo on the back. They're 25 bucks. That's a better deal. And maybe that's why more kids I've seen wearing these. Now, the materials on this thing, they have like a woven material on one side here, which looks like it's not going to be great for breathability. It actually looks like it has a Cabretta leather, which is what's used in the Cutter's Rev X gloves. No pinky wraps, no anything crazy. Try them on. It fits pretty terrible. Same thing. Like the fingers are really tight, but the grip on the inside is like super loose. Now, of course, the grip is a silicone grip out of the box from any cheap brand. It is going to feel great out of the box because they can just slap silicone on the inside. You don't know what's gone into it. You don't know if it's durable. They do have a little bit of a pattern that this thing has, and these look like construction gloves. Literally, when I saw people wearing these are construction gloves. They are cheaper than the other ones. These things are 1 star. Don't get these. Don't do it. Last thing. Ooh, okay. I think this was turf tape. So this is not turf tape. This is standard athletic tape. But I thought it was funny because it's basically just athletic tape that has Bible verses and sayings. And this one says Proverbs 3:5, trust in the Lord with all your heart. And it says that over and over again. So it's not like normal athletic tape. If you take this stuff to your trainer and ask them to tape your wrist or do anything with this, they're going to kill you. Even with it cut, it does not tear. Kids love this stuff nowadays, but as athletic tape, this stuff absolutely sucks. I would not recommend it. 0 stars. All right, so we got 2 things we got to try on here before we get to the cleats. So on my left foot, I'm going to do these really long socks here. So these are my third leg scrunch sock. And then on the right leg, I'm going to try out these leg sleeves. And it also came with a black as well. It's literally just an arm sleeve, but for your leg. I don't know how well it's going to stay up. It's going to slide down a little bit, but I can feel the elastic's not great at the top here versus the stretched material. But from what I need it to do, 4.5. Next piece, going to be these super long socks here. Now, these were advertised as padded socks. They're not super padded, honestly, as much as I thought they'd be. But these are not like a scrunch sock. I thought they'd be more scrunch socky, but they're kind of just more like a soccer sock. So you can wear them. They're okay. They're actually kind of tight. They're not great. They're socks. They're not hard to mess up, but they're also not hard to do. 3.5 stars. I think with the leg sleeve look, yeah, we're doing those. So on the right foot here, I'm going to be popping these boys on. If they got an insole in them. They do. That's actually not a terrible insole. But under that, it's nothing. So these things are going to be hard on the feet. Not the best test, but let's just put them on. You know what? These things look pretty good. The plate is trash. There's no ground feel. Even on carpet, they're stiff. I think when you buy these cheap cleats, you're going to get yourself in trouble. So I'm going to rate 1 just so people don't think they can just because they might look kind of cool. I think they're a bad idea. They're going to get you hurt. But we have to try the other one. This is it here with the design that is recently changed. Ooh, that's a fun insert. That's kind of fun. You know what? The plate on this doesn't have the same issues as this one. This one actually feels better on the foot. It's way looser. Like, I feel like I'm going to roll an ankle in these very easily, but at least style. If we're looking from style, these ones, my right foot is more comfortable, but the left foot traction plate is better. So maybe if we could get rid of this kind of knockoff thing they're trying to do here and just put something simple on it. Either way, again, for the price you're paying, do not expect a lot from these. I'm giving them both 1 star because they're not going to be safe to wear. So there it is. There's everything from the video. Honestly, style, color, these things are pretty nice. So far we've done Temu and Amazon. What do you think we should do next?